I'm back. What is important about doing physical things for your mental health is the fact that you can only process horrible experiences if they don't overwhelm you. So you can only do the work and counseling that you need to do if your body can handle it, essentially. And so this is why yoga is another one that they talk about, along with breathing and mindfulness. Yoga actually reduced PTSD in patients who didn't respond to meds. Only by getting in touch with your body can you regain a sense of who you are. Our sense of ourselves is anchored in a vital connection with our bodies, and so personal agency and having the concept of power over your life is hugely important for mental health, and doing physical activities can help a lot with that. Next one up is EDMR therapy, which is called eye movement deprocessing something. So this is the weird one that somehow helps you to integrate traumatic material in your life and move it into the past. So basically how it works, it's like your therapist does it, helps you process trauma through like eye movements, horizontal eye movements, which mimic your REM sleep, and low REM sleep increases depression. And so it's some kind of like mimicking sleep while processing information that helps you heal from trauma, which is crazy. But it actually proved more effective than a lot of antidepressants, which is really cool. So it also, EMDR also loosens something in the brain that gives people rapid access to those memories and images from the past, which is pretty cool. The next one up is neurofeedback, and this one has to do with your brain waves. So people with normal brain waves usually don't have a lot of depression and anxiety, and when you do have problems with trauma and mental health issues, your brain waves become dysregulated and farther apart, whereas integrated closer together. Your brain waves are less coordinated when you've been through trauma. So neurofeedback trains your brain waves to regulate, which lessens your mental health problems. So alcohol is another one that most guys attempt to use to cope with mental issues. The problem is alcohol only provides temporary relief from anxiety and trauma, while withdrawing from them does the opposite and increases the hyperarousal of your brain. So alcohol temporarily depresses your brain, technically, and the next day or two after, it does the opposite. And so your brain reacts, and then your brain is going hyper crazy, and you get even worse anxiety. A lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times. This is also really cool. 20 sessions of neurofeedback resulted in a 40% decrease in PTSD symptoms in trauma patients who had not responded to talk or drug therapy. The only problem is it's not covered by insurance, which is really terrible. But for trauma treatment, it's really cool. And another huge one we're going to talk about is mental health drugs, and there's a lot of those, and so I'm probably gonna do a separate video on that because that's another big one. But the one thing I will say is, for all trauma sufferers except for combat veterans, Prozac was almost a miracle drug and helped people sleep deeper, have more control over their emotions, and were calmer. And so that was really a key one that was in the book. But yeah, that was a little bit longer of videos, but I hope you guys have a great week, and let me know what you guys think of the video and what other topics you guys want to talk about. See you next time.